Do they need to open up the offense and be more aggressive? RC, you look skeptical.
Well, I'm skeptical about the comparison. He compared Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott. Not the same thing, right? When one person has a Lamborghini and the other person has a Honda Pilot, you don't let those two teams race, nor do you have the same pit crews. And so that's the one thing.
Dak
Now,
Prescott's
the
a
other piece
Honda
of it
Pilot? You just said, RC.
Listen, it was my favorite car when I played. I got a Honda Pilot from doing some promotion, and I loved it. I drove it to the game every Sunday. It was extremely reliable. It was safe, and it could get you to point A to B eventually. Maybe not fast, but eventually. And that's who Dak Prescott is. He's reliable, he's safe, and he will get you from point A to B eventually. Patrick Mahomes, on the other hand, will get you point A to B right now, and that's the reason that Andy Reid coaches that way. But when you make that comparison, I want you to think of this. Think back to last Thursday. Who was the star for the Kansas City Chiefs? Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You know why? Because they had to put people on the outside to stop the passing game, and Andy Reid made the smart decision to go with the best option, not necessarily the best player. The best option for this team right now with those three wide receivers is Ezekiel Elliott, and you get to the pass game off of that. These two things are not the same. But one thing that is true, if you go with what's best, if you go away from where the defense is leaning, you can win. And that's what the Cowboys have to do, not force feed Dak Prescott so you can make up or make yourself feel better for putting him on the franchise tag and paying him $31 million.
Well, McAfee, let me put the question to you this way, because this is a huge topic on this show all the time. In your mind, is Dak Prescott a quarterback you can win with, or is he the kind of quarterback you win because of? That, I feel, is sort of the line of delineation we're talking about here.
I don't think he's a Honda Pilot. I mean, that was quite a shot at Dak Prescott. I mean, what RC did, I understand it's got good miles per gallon.
It's so reliable.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But, I mean, that was quite a shot to not even put him in like a foreign car, like you get it. That was just a bad comparison. But for me, I think the bad comparison relies from Dominique there in the Cowboys and the Chiefs, the way their teams are built. I mean, the Chiefs just have all those weapons, but if you even look at them on Thursday night, they started feeding CEH. I mean, that was what they were doing. I think that's what their offense is going to look like this year as well. I think it's going to be a lot of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think they know that the run game opens up the pass game. They got Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce. I mean, they have a litany of speed and talent. So comparing Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott and the way the Chiefs offense operates and the way the Cowboys offense operates is just two very different things. And Mike McCarthy is a quarterback whisperer. Dak Prescott is going to be a focal point of that offense.
Let's live in a world where you took those three receivers and Zeke that are on the Cowboys and you gave them Patrick Mahomes. Are you telling me that offense would be less explosive than the one that the Kansas City Chiefs have? You're talking about Gallup and Amari and the kid CeeDee Lamb and Zeke Elliott. RC, do you follow where I'm going with this? I mean, to me, the difference is the way they call the game and who the quarterback is.
I 100% agree with you. If you gave Patrick Mahomes those list of skill players, the Kansas City Chiefs would still be extremely explosive. And then if you look past Tyreek Hill, whether it's Robinson, McCole Hardman, or Sammy Watkins at this point, these aren't necessarily guys that you would take before the three wide receivers on the Dallas Cowboys. And definitely the running back at least has proven that he's one of the top in the league in Ezekiel Elliott. So to me, this is about the quarterback. To me, this is about play calling. But we can't get caught up in the fact that the Dallas Cowboys aren't explosive or they didn't make plays down the field in 1 week. The Dallas Cowboys called this game like it was supposed to be called. It wasn't executed in the way that it was supposed to be executed. We're always asking for all of these other reasons to make Dak Prescott something that he hasn't been. Patrick Mahomes stepped in and was Patrick Mahomes. It was no other reason. Alex Smith had gone away. It was the same coach, the same weapons. You changed one thing. And Andy Reid, who has been one of the greatest coaches for the last 2 decades, finally wins a championship. That one thing was the quarterback. You switch these guys, it's not the same in the same places.
Go ahead, McAfee.
Well, just saying that Tyreek Hill would not be selected over the three wide receivers for the Dallas Cowboys was one of the most asinine things.
You didn't listen to what I said.
No, that's not what he said.
I said Tyreek Hill. I didn't put Tyreek Hill in there. I said other than Tyreek Hill, when you talk about the rest of the guys on that list, they're not over the Dallas Cowboys. I don't say stupid things to say stupid things.
The difference is
Well,
the
I agree. You
quarterback.
don't normally. That's why I was absolutely shocked. But Tyreek Hill is the difference between the Patrick Mahomes-led offense and the Dak Prescott-led offense and the Cowboys. Tyreek Hill is just a guy that opens up the entire field. And for the entire first half of the game on Thursday, he was just used as a distraction, which opens up everything else. If Dak Prescott had Tyreek Hill as a weapon outside, I would say, hey, put that thing in Dak's hand every single time. Let him throw 61 times like Joey Burrow. But he's not on that team. I think you feed Zeke until you can't feed Zeke no more.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.